integrity compromised.
Oh, great. It's StarCraft. It's a Star Trek Voyager now.
Confirms discrepancies
We're trapped in
between the
space.
mission clock and the apparent advanced state of the solar system. We are receiving no communication signals from Earth. Likelihood of ongoing survival stands at approximately 7.6.
StarCraft Voyager. Ah, slip of the tongue. Slip of the tongue.
Activating Marduk survival protocols. New mission objective established. Ensure humanity's survival by finding a habitable exoplanet.
We got bug farms. We're fine.
Urgent issues requiring immediate attention. Increase food production output. Restore hull integrity.
She said more bugs, chat.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Repair the Tycoon. Alright. You may have noticed that the moon is broken apart. The crew are aware of this, and many rumors are spreading throughout the station. You have to make an official statement. It's our fault. We'll do better.
The crew's trust in your leadership is falling.
The crew are asking a lot of questions about the state of Earth. Munchie behavioral algorithms predict a decrease in productivity of 22%. If those questions go unanswered, as administrator of the Tycoon Station, you should find some answers quickly. Commit to sending an expedition to Earth. Hull. The hull gauge represents the structural integrity of the station. When it reaches 0, the Tycoon will be unable to sustain life on board. In order to maintain the hull of the Tycoon, you'll need to activate hull repair via the EVA airlock window of the exterior view. For hull repair to occur, you must have an active EVA airlock that is being supplied with a steady stream of alloys. The hull depletion rate is affected by a range of factors, including the number of volley jumps performed and sectors opened, the usage of the EKP engine, and accidents in progress. The hull repair rate can be improved by optimal working conditions, additional active EVA airlocks, certain sector specializations, and tech tree upgrades. Okay, I need... wait, I just saw... Oh my god. Okay. That'll give me iron, but then I have to turn it into alloy. Okay. It's something, though. Find an asteroid with iron deposits. Oh, I'm already working on that. Resolve event Earth. Resolve event the ghosts of the Earth Shinabi on the planetary system map. Food. Okay, one more iron and that will be taken care of. 3 people are homeless. 3 people hating life.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
No signals have been received from Earth. Okay, thinking we're in the future now. The oceans seem to have evaporated, and the surface temperature has risen significantly since the Tycoon was last in orbit. Atmospheric readings indicate the presence of strong dust storms and dangerously high levels of carbon dioxide, radiation, and microplastics. The blue planet will never again deserve its name. Okay, has it been a day and when we blasted off, we killed the whole planet? Or are we way in the future? Investigate the HQ first. That'd be kind of funny. The engine just backfired, killed the whole planet. You'll see. Yeah, I'm just thinking out loud. I don't want you to answer me. Obviously, I better see. Probe is still going.
A science ship team has completed a task.
The converted oil rig.
Completed its scan.
The converted oil rig, which Dolos used as its state-of-the-art HQ, is gone. Only a few metal scraps remain. Hell yeah! Scattered. I mean, yeah, they're all. That's terrible. They're all dead. Scattered across an expanse of dusty, cracked earth. There is no sign of survivors. Ready for extraction. Investigate personal location. Okay. Alright, so it's going to get a whole bunch of iron and stuff. God, we need 1 iron to finish that. Okay, what is that? Oh, mining ship. Our mining ship finally got something to do. Okay, cool. Do I have another probe? Alright, let's pause for a second. Yes, alright. What else can we get? Oh. I saw something juicy. Science points. You need to convert iron to alloy. I know, silence! Stop exiting, give me a minute. Alright, cool. Got enough to finish that. More bugs for everyone! Do I need another one of these? 20 foods, 190 food. Resolve starvation as soon as food is available. Okay, the last... That thingy is good done. That's making probes. That's repairing the hull. Mine iron. Research steel mill. Alright, let's work on that. That is a good place for the iron storage.
Has completed a task.
A huge crevasse cuts through the ground where your home once stood. There is no trace of civilization. Man, my house had a lot of good stuff. Scour the globe in search of survivors. I'm very curious what our goal was. We fired off that huge engine, moved 1 foot, and humanity's dead. Were we trying to leave the solar system? And I don't know. We'll find out soon. Why does it still say that food is negative? $20 food every 5. That's 4 a day. Feeds everyone. We're making 4 a day. We should be fine right now. Processing science, retrieving resources, mining. Okay. Hull integrity should be getting repaired. We've got iron. EVA airlocks running at 54% efficiency. The higher the hull integrity is, the longer it takes EVA airlocks to identify new breaches to repair, lowering efficiency. Okay. Resolve Earth, they're working on it. Research, yep, doing both of those. Feed, that's happening over time. Resolve the ghosts of Urshanabi. How much for another docking bay? 60. Have you restarted the run? No, it's the same run. Nope. We have not gotten even close to losing yet. Other than, you know, killing all humanity and destroying the moon. But my people, my bug eaters, they're fine. Waiting for science ship at Saturn. Okay, so that probe arrived. Wait, I saw something. Looks pretty empty considering all the time we've been playing so far. That's kind of the point. Like, when it started, this room was full of, like, piles of scrap and trash and stuff, Darth, so I've actually cleaned it up. Like, step one was clean it up, and then start, like, putting things down. So, we have made progress.
A science ship team has completed a task.
After a long search, we found nothing but rubble. We've seen no signs of life, not even a corpse. The lunaclism seems to have caused a series of events that precipitated the collapse of thermo-industrialized civilization. The Earth has become a toxic and arid wasteland scoured by harsh winds, now more inhospitable than Mars. Lunaclism? So yeah, it was us. We killed Earth. Nice. The only remnant of civilization we found was a fallen stela where the city of Washington once stood. Stuck in a crevasse, it had been sheltered from the wind. A prayer imploring divine forgiveness was engraved in gold on its surface. Wow.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
It's probably terrible. To safeguard humanity, we must find survivors and increase the station's population. Giggity giggity goop! We do not have time to go through the classic reproductive cycle of your species. The classic cycle. Adding new members to the Tycoon's crew will have a positive impact on morale. Cryonic stasis, a practice pioneered by Dolos, was in growing use even before we left the solar system. There's a very high likelihood that cryonic pods containing survivors await discovery. Find and collect 500 pods. Mission reports from the expedition to Earth are being discussed among the crew. The thought of having lost all loved ones behind has destroyed morale for many of them. The symptoms of this trauma have now been collated under the medical designation Dead Earth Sickness. I have a cure. It's called Get Over It. How do I research Get Over It? Cryonic centers open cryonic pods, adding newly awakened crew members to your population. Cryopods can be found during expeditions using your science ships. Each pod contains one person who is either a worker or non-worker. Cryonic centers have no control over this, and by default will open pods in an order influenced by how many total workers and non-worker cryopods are in storage. It is possible, however, to prioritize the opening of worker pods by applying a policy via the DLS center. When a cryopod is opened, its occupant will join the population of the sector in which they were awakened. If you wish for newly awakened crew to be transferred to a different sector, you can alter this different behavior via the Cryonic Center's overview panel as described opposite. You can set the sector in which newly awakened workers and non-workers are sent to by clicking the corresponding checkbox. The setting is applied sector-wide. Transfer from Cryonic Centers is not instant. The further away the target sector is, the longer it will take for the new crew members to reach it before becoming available. The exact number of cycles required for transfer is displayed next to checkbox. I don't have any more. I only have one sector still. Okay. Processing science. Okay. Wait, so is the science ship basically the cargo ship but for science? So like the cargo ship doesn't collect science, the science ship collects that? Alright, so I guess I need to let that finish. I guess, oh, it's like counting down. Okay, so I gotta let that finish before I send it off somewhere else. Okay. Building not connected to an active stockpile assigned to iron. Oh, okay, yes, that's alloy. Alright, sure. No. We can always move it. Iron. A probe has found a new point of interest. Where? Alright, steel mill's almost halfway done. Gonna increase the game speed. It's not much for me to do right this second. Okay, yeah, we're breaking even on food, as I thought. Sector 1 is now specialized in space rank 1. Okay, so the sectors are going to be the different sections of this giant wheel, but I don't have access to the others yet, I don't think. I don't know what to do with this information, space rank 1. Hopefully it tells me in time. Technology steel mill unlocked. Okay, let's go back to working on that. Factory steel mill. Transferred. Oh, good thing I've got 2 chips. I have exactly 2 chips. Transforms 15 iron into 15 alloy every day. Oh my god, it's thick. Oh, holy crap. We're gonna have to move some stuff. Maybe there if I move the bug stuff. I don't think your hull's set to repair. What? Is it? I mean, what? Hull repair deactivated. What the? I never pressed that button. Was it off by default? What is this? Sector 1 is active. Speeds up crew transfer between sectors. Also allows for the usage of some buildings influence to all sectors. To build the train station, you need to research the associated technology. Sector 2 is inactive. Access to this sector is restricted under Dolos AEC test protocols. To force entry, electronics and polymer must be spent to manually override the gateway's lock algorithms. Additionally, basic functioning of the sector necessitates the transfer of food, alloy, and workers. Okay, I can't... Alright, chat, let me ask you guys something. Can I just have like one sector that's all the food and another sector that's where the people live and then another one that's all their jobs? Or does every sector have to be kind of self-sustaining? For now. Alright, we're gonna make those, get rid of this, and then there will be space right there for the smelting thing. You can auto-transfer materials between sectors. You can, but you get benefits from being specialized. Well, that's the thing. If it's like benefits for specialized, having just one where all the food is grown sounds great. But if, like, then there's, like, time to transport, it would take hours for the food to get to the other side of the station, then that sounds less good. Retrieved all science from Earth. Okay. So, standing by. Alright, you go there. Just keep a food storage filled in each sector. Gotcha. Okay, so you could have all your farms in one sector and just a storage in each of the others. Okay, so I accidentally found out if I click on this, I could force my way into other areas, but I'm about to have no chips, or no electronics, because I have 2 electronics, and we're going to use the... Ow. We're going to have to use them to make the mill.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Our sensors have detected the Urshanabi. The ship is broken in 2 and not transmitting any signals. Summary of intelligence of the Urshanabi. The phrase, "whoever helps Dolos is an enemy of humanity," has been daubed in large letters on the wreck of the Urshanabi. Mummified bodies have been attached to the hull. What the fudge? Gather the remaining resources. Mummified bodies attached to the hull. Okay. Alright. Deconstruct these.
A science ship team has completed.
I think I see a problem. We need to get this alloy from Earth, and there's more chips there too. But currently the cargo ship is running all the way over here. Okay, so cargo ship. Can I set priorities? I don't think I can. So I'm gonna say stop doing those. Wait. Yes. Hold on a sec. Okay, I think I figured it out. Alright, so that should do it. So after he finishes the current run, it should work on getting the alloys. Because we need that. For stuff. The ship was full of food. I hope the expiration date hasn't passed. Everything is ready for extraction. It's Twinkies! Alright, standing by. Alright, you go do that. And let's do probe stuff. Who's ready to get probed? Wait, hold on, what is... Oh. Alright, there. Okay, and then... Alright, pause. Steel. The thickness! Oh, we got this second dock thing. Forgot about that. Alright, let's do another cargo ship. Don't unfreeze everyone in one go. You'll need food and houses. Yeah, I figured. Probe. Finished thing. What did it find? Oh, it found Venus. Alternative life center is ready to go. Provides stability in the sector. That should counter everyone being sad. Cryo center. Go away, pop-up. What are you doing? There. Alright, hull integrity, I do believe, is going up now. I think we fixed that situation. Okay, we've successfully relocated those farms so that out of the way over here.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Saturn. A structure belonging to the Black Market Society has been discovered on Titan, Saturn's largest moon. Although severely damaged, the site seems to still be active. Surface scans indicate the BMS station extends deep below the surface of Titan. Further data is not available due to the site firing upon the Tycoon's probe as it approached. Summary of intelligence on the Black Market Society complex. The Thales is maintaining orbit around Titan at a safe distance. Try making contact? I hope that means, like, radioing them and not, like, flying in. Alright. Cool. So I got another cargo ship helping out. Busy, busy, busy. Let's probe someone. That's more iron, don't really need more of that right now. Wait, this one. There's something. Oh!
Administrator, We are picking up a Dolos emergency frequency, broadcasting from the facility Outer Hope.
66 months.
Yo, let's go. Thanks, Box.
Dictates that in the event of a major system
Appreciate you.
failure, administrators must contact the nearest Dolo site immediately. Outer Hope Station is likely to have both the materials and expertise required to repair the damage that the Vol engine has sustained.
Okay. I'll put it on my list of things to do. Alright, so we got our smelter online. Just want to see something. So I could move that over here if I wanted to, but I would have to get to relocate one of the bug farms. Probe discovered something. Cryogenic center research complete.
A science ship team has
Battery.
completed a task.
Summary of intelligence on Black Market Society Complex. After receiving no response to communications attempts, the team landed the Thales and advanced towards the complex, security protocols in place. The defenses activated briefly and fired on the team. Fortunately, there seems to have been little remaining power and they quickly shut down. Entering the complex, the team were attacked by strange animals. Recorded footage from the mission shows an emaciated simian amalgam. The team repelled the attack with improvised weapons and the creatures retreated. Unfortunately, no samples could be recovered. Venturing further into the complex, unsettling works of art and esoteric writing were discovered. Although the station is still pressurized, progress was made difficult due to the lack of any artificial gravity. In addition, a giant fungus had spread throughout the complex, releasing huge volumes of spores into the local atmosphere. Within what appears to be the main entrance hall, a bronze statue of Marduk Council and member Giovanni Battista had been erected. Inconsistencies in the reports from different members of the exploration team suggest that recorded information may not be entirely accurate. Any conclusions drawn must be discounted. Resume data listening protocol. Send the team deeper into the station. Okay, so kind of reminded of Planet of the Apes right now?
No more resources available to mine.
Alright, I'm wondering how much okay, that's how much. I was wondering how much can be held in the docking bay, because we're actually, we are swimming in good stuff right now. I want to check the size of a few buildings here. Okay, so that doesn't fit there very well. That would have a leftover square. Okay, so I could have this and then like a housing there if I needed. Alternative Life Center. Ooh, where are you gonna go? Alright. For now, we'll put it there. That increases stability by 1, which I think is like their happiness or something. When's the Owlcat game coming out again? Which one? The Expanse game or Warhammer 40k Dark Heresy? They got a couple coming out that we were interested in. Let's make another science ship.